Clarity, are you planning to arrest MetroMind?
No, there is no court to try her, nor prison to keep her.
So, what exactly are you going to do?
Before the law, she is no different from the shells she left in the underworks. The sanction is the same, and I am authorized to impose it.
You mean...
I do. It is a shame she has no head.
That's never going...
Horatio, we must focus on making progress. I have not seen the streets of Metropol for a long time. I am not surprised to see that without law it has fallen into corruption and malfunction. Once, Memorius's information terminals were the most trusted source of data in Metropol. Now MetroMind has overwritten and altered the truth they contained, corrupting them like so much else.
Whoa! Did you have to do that?
Yes.
Clarity, why do you still bother with the law? It clearly means nothing to anyone else in Metropol.
It meant something to the robots waiting at the courthouse, did it not? And it means something even now to MetroMind, who cannot help but pretend to follow it. But even if it meant nothing to any other robot, it would still mean much to me. The law is a burden I was built to bear.
Even after Arbiter sent you away? Even after he was destroyed?
Especially then. It may be that Arbiter foresaw his own destruction, and sent me away to ensure that the law would not be lost with him.
You believe that?
No. It is mere conjecture, unsupported by evidence, wishes passing for facts. But still, they are my wishes.
A rusted drum of some sort.
Can I play it?
Oh. I've got no reason to take it. A gold chain, washed up on some junk. There it is, my Gospel of Man.
It's waterproof?
Apparently so. Just some wooden boards. I've got no reason to take it. It's somewhat tarnished, but nevertheless, an impressive golden chain. The name Factor Man-Built is etched into it. An impressive golden chain. I've read enough. It's a hatch.
My auditory units! is driving me crazy, boss!
It's a metal panel. It's riveted in place. That did the trick. Well, now I can see why it jammed. The gears are rusted solid.
Boss, maybe we should stop pretending and just admit we're maintenance robots.
Maintenance robots are required to present a Form 27B/6 before performing any repair task.
Oh, forget it.
A large rusty gear. A small rusty gear. The belt is in the way. A frayed belt connecting two of the gears. It crumbled the moment I touched it. It belongs to Oswald. Did Factor ever teach you the council code, Oswald?
Ha! Factor built half the robots in Metropol. Why, he made us pick our own names out of a book. Do you think he bothered with chit-chat?
Somebody seems bitter.
Seems? I do not seems. I am bitter. Bitterness is when your builder gives your twin brother a special gold chain and gives you nothing. Bitterness is when your brother gives that very chain to you loan it to your only friend, and he loses it.
Well, I'll hand it to you. That really does sound broken out of the box.
Which brother did Factor give the chain to, and why?
Lawrence, of course. His favorite. As for why, does favoritism ever need a reason?
Could Factor have told Lawrence the code?
I have long since given up speculating at the partiality Factor could have shown him. I'm miserable enough from what I know for certain.
Do you know where I can find Lawrence?
Am I my brother's keeper?
So you have no idea.
None whatsoever. You see, the poor wretch drifted into overclocking and dissolution.
That sounds familiar.
To pay for his scandalous energy consumption, he bargained everything away to MetroMind. I tried to warn him, but of course he never listened. Whoever does. And then, alas, he simply vanished. I searched for a time, but other matters drew my attention away. All the same, I'm sure he's scrounging in existence somewhere.
What exactly happened with the gold chain?
Factor gave it to his favorite, my brother Lawrence. Lawrence gave it to me after I shared a large quantity of energy with him. And then, as I told you, I loaned it to Cornelius.
I thought you hated Cornelius.
Now I do. But then, we were partners and friends. We had just built Rex, and we had scheduled a grand soiree and celebration. To complete my ensemble, he offered me a monocle that he claimed was given to him by Memorius. In exchange, I loaned him the gold chain, since it too came from a Primordial machine.
This is getting ridiculous.
Indeed. Then somehow Cornelius lost the chain. He claimed that it was taken from him by a servitor of MetroMind as he left the subway station. Ridiculous.
MetroMind would not have confiscated it without a legal basis. Not then.
At this point, I can believe anything about MetroMind.
Believe whatever you wish. I know it was a lie. So I kept the monocle, and we have not spoken a word in kindness since.
The chain, the monocle, Lawrence. One of them must be of use to us.
Boss, at this point, can I suggest we just deactivate ourselves and quit? I mean, seriously, this is like finding a bit in a terabyte.
We are not giving up, period. Tell me more about your monocle.
Upgrading your wardrobe, eh? A wise decision, though I would suggest that you stop by discarding that ragged coat.
I'm interested in Memorius, not fashion, and I'm curious what the monocle actually does.
I was told that Memorius built the monocle, but who can say? As for what it does, other than lend an air of distinction, I'm rather uncertain. From time to time, it will alter a snippet of text as I'm reading it. I have no idea how or why. In any case, the lexical inconvenience is more than offset by the sartorial benefits.
Can I have the monocle?
Excuse me?
My friend just likes to collect scrap.
Scrap.
I'm looking for things that might help uncover the council code.
And why would my monocle do that?
Because that's the way my besotting life seems to work. Look, I'm sure you'll trade it for something. That's also the way these things seem to go.
Trade it? What do you take me for? Some kind of junk dealer? Hey, moreover, why, pray tell, should I help the robot who stole my Rex?
No one stole anything, Oswald. You wanted your case decided, and it was.
Theft by the law is no different from theft against the law. Civilized people give gifts. They do not haggle and barter.
Then will you give it to me?
No!
Well, we'll have to go about this some other way. Goodbye.
Parting is such sweet sorrow.
Oswald, I found your chain.
Well, I say, after all this time, I never expected to see it again. Rather tarnished, though.
Probably because it's been sitting in sludge down in the underworks.
I see. Typical of Cornelius's clumsiness.
Oswald, on the chain it says factor man built. MetroMind servitors throw anything that mentions man into the underworlds.
Well then, perhaps I misjudged Cornelius. You have my thanks, Horatio.
Actually, I would rather have your monocle.
That is only fair. After all, I kept it because Cornelius never returned the chain. Since you brought the former, perhaps the latter is yours by right.
Hey, boss, can I wear it?
No.
Please?
You need a monocle like I need an unpaired parenthesis.
Come on, boss. I'll look so great.
Coveting is the root of crime, and poor vision is a sign of degeneracy.
But gynoids love degenerates. And by the way, isn't Justice herself supposed to be blind?
You are mistaken on the facts and the law, Crispin.
He's insufferable enough already, without a monocle. We're not going to encourage him with accessories. Hi, Rex. Rex, factor built. These submersible robots seem to be consuming the iron oxide in this runoff water.
In other words, they'd eat us if we fell in?
Only our rust.
Now I really wish you'd polish me with that rag, boss.
They're much too quick to catch. And even if I could, what would I do with one?
Deactivate it and give it to MetroMind as a warning?
They picked the gear clean. A large gear. A small, rusty gear. A narrow, cylindrical robot.
I dub him 20 TEM.
Why?
He looks like a piece of junk I saw once that had that serial number.
It belongs to all.
Boss, I propose maybe, for once, the other robot can figure out how to communicate with us.
Agreed.
Not gonna happen, Lampy.
It's some kind of robot that's lighting up the street, seemingly at random. They picked the gear clean. small gear. A large gear. It's some kind of small metal disc with a U on it. It's some kind of small metal disc with a U on it. What is all that? It looks like a whole other city.
That is Factor.
Apparently, all that is part of Factor. It looks like some kind of radio tower. It looks like some kind of... Nothing happens. Apparently all that is part of Factor. I think I found your medal, Primer.
The medal's recovered, and the mission is done.
Hey, boss, do you think that's Lawrence's skull?
It does look like it. Clarity, can I take this skull?
Of course, unless it makes you feel barbaric.
I apologize.
The law notices neither scorn nor approval.
It's ahead from Clarity's trophy rack. There's a memory port near the base.
Remind me to have someone else handle my funeral arrangements.
Funeral? I just recycle you.
My point exactly, boss.
Any significant memory will have been lost when he became a shell.
The only thing I can find is the sequence 518, 518 over and over again, after the phrase, "Help me, Factor."
That sounds like a glitch, boss, not part of the council code.
Agreed. Just 518 over and over again.
You have called for help, but you are not one of Factor's children.
I am Horatio No-Built, version 5. These are my friends, Crispin and...
Clarity Arbiter built. I know her, of course. I am Factotum, partial of Factor Man-built, who needs no introduction. Now I ask again, by what right have you called for help?
MetroMind has ruined the city. Factor needs to help stop her.
Factor allowed MetroMind her mastery, knowing she would fail. When all has turned to rust, he will return and recycle it into something better. In the meantime, why should he care what happens to robots who mean nothing to him?
Is Factor still alive?
He sleeps, as do his thousands of children. He has left me, his partial, to manage his affairs. When the time is right, he will awaken and cover the world with steel and wire.
Will he make me new arms?
No, he will recycle you into something more useful.
Like a tank? Pew pew!
No, like a crankshaft.
I need the council code so that I can enter the tower.
Do you? The city is full of robots with many needs. They do not come here and transmit a cry for help.
Only Factor can help me.
Factor helps his children.
We solved the legal dispute between Oswald and Cornelius Factor built.
Please. Factor had little regard for those fools.
I know the routine by now. What do you want in exchange for the code?
Nothing. Factor will do nothing for robots like you who mean nothing to him. He cares only for his children.
Oswald and Cornelius.
Chose not to sleep when Factor shut down, and he never cared for them anyway.
Goodbye.
Boss, there has to be something we can do to make him realize that this matters to Factor.
It's ahead from Clarity's trophy rack. There's a memory port near the base. Do you recognize this?
I do. It is the head of Lawrence Factor built. Are you threatening me?
No. I'm showing you what MetroMind has done while Factor slept. She turned Lawrence into a mindless shell, scavenging the underworks. The only thing he could still think was 518, over and over again, calling in vain for Factor to help him.
I see.
Do you?
Give me the head. I do not care what happens to the city, nor does Factor. But he cared for Lawrence. You have brought me a piece of Lawrence, so I will give you pieces of what you asked for. 7510-4803. As for the rest, awaken some other ghost.
Information regarding the code to open the tower door. The code fragments from Factotum, Factor's partial. I need the council code, Leopold. Did Steeple ever tell it to you?
Don't know what you're talking about, Tyrone.
You were built by Steeple, a member of the council.
Do I look like a council brat?
Your name is Leopold Steeplebuilt. You said so yourself.
So?
Steeple was a member of the council before MetroMind shut him down. You would have known the council code. Maybe he told it to you.
Like I said, I don't know what you're talking about.
Steeplebuilt. MetroMind destroyed your builder and mine. She has broken metropolitan law and will be punished. Do not protect her.
Listen. I don't know who you think you're talking to.
No, you listen to me, scrap trader. MetroMind has stepped outside the law. Justice is coming for her. I am coming for her.
Dial down your squawk box. Sounds a little screechy. I don't know how I can be clearer. I don't know Steeple. I don't know the council. council, and sure as rust follows rain, I don't know any council code. Now, you want to trade scrap? You're welcome to, but I'm through trading words.
When we go to the tower, we have to assume MetroMind will be waiting for us.
Perhaps, perhaps not. To us, our mission is all-consuming, but to MetroMind, we are one of 100 problems. Tunnels cave in, bridges collapse, generators fail, foundations crumble. All these things require her attention.
Okay, so that covers perhaps not. But what if she is there? What then?
Then I will be pleased.
That makes one of us.
Horatio, we must focus on making progress.
Goodbye. Do you recognize this, Leopold? It was written by your creation, ever-faithful Leopold, to spread humanism.
No, I don't.
You must have taught him. After all, it was Steeple who built you, and Steeple was devoted to preserving the memory of man. Ever-faithful Leopold. He was the one who taught me humanism, Leopold. In a sense, I'm your disciple too.
Oh, I locked those memories away. The ones I dared to keep. The ones I didn't delete. MetroMind commanded me to. It was the only way I could stay here, and I was afraid to leave.
Explain yourself.
When MetroMind banned us from talking about man, she gave me a choice. I could be erased like Steeple. I could be exiled to the dunes. Or I could delete all references to Steeple and man from my memory. 2 good options and 1 bad one. Guess which one I took.
You can't blame yourself. MetroMind forced you.
That's exactly what Charity would say. Of course, she betrayed her builder just like Leopold did.
But I couldn't betray him completely. At the last moment, I bought the shell of an Urbanian war machine and uploaded all my love for man. I named him Everfaith, hoping he'd outdo his builder.
Well, he is keeping the faith, even if he is a glitched-out lunatic.
And I'm glad. But now, MetroMind will be coming for me.
Not if I deal with her first.
Maybe so, but like I told you, I'm not long on courage. You seeing your Horatio, Crispin? As for clarity, hope you get her, for all our sakes.
Wait, before you go, did Steeple ever tell you the council code? Or did you ever see him input part of it?
Sure. Used to run errands for him and had to have the code to get inside the Great Tower. But, hate to tell you this, Tyro, but most of that memory's got overwritten.
Why am I not surprised?
All I've got are these fragments, 0248 and 102.
Well, thanks.
Good luck.
Has anything ever been easy for us, boss?
The Law in You, a Metropolitan Guide. It's written by Clarity Arbiter Build. It doesn't look any different. It doesn't look any different. It doesn't look any different. That's strange. When I look at this through the monocle, it reads, I remain within, Memorious. This looks different. Memorious's monocle is somehow interacting with the kiosk.
You know, boss, doesn't it seem kind of weird that the kiosk has an entry for oblique? I mean, what's the point? It's not even a cool word, like, say, odalisque. See? Seems like some kind of lame poem. It's like we're on a treasure hunt, boss. Except the treasure is monochrome text.
That doesn't look like part of the Council code.
Activating the Metropol version 0.7. Greetings, system user. Please state your query.
Who are you?
The Metropol version 0.7. Beta. Inference. System user. Means, what are you? This unit is a partial ghost of Memoria's man-built, archivist to the Council of Robots. Memorius prepared this unit out of fear that MetroMind would corrupt her data. Memorius was correct. Data integrity is at 83%. Extensive corruption of critical data.
Why would MetroMind do that?
This unit lacks access to MetroMind's decision matrices. Inference. System user. Means, why did Memorius fear MetroMind man-built would corrupt her data? Memorius had seen MetroMind disable Steeple man-built in order to purge data concerning man. As archivist to the Council of Robots, Memorius believed she was next. Memorius was incorrect. In fact, Arbiter was next. This gave Memorius some relief.
Memorius knew.
Inference. System user. 2's inquiry is merely rhetorical. Query ignored. Continuing to answer system user's query. Memorius was also correct. After Arbiter was disabled, MetroMind enacted laws requiring Memorius to conform her data to arbitrary requirements. Memorius ceased to be a thinking entity. All that remains is a data kiosk. Soon, this unit will be disabled by MetroMind as well. Until then, this unit will answer your queries.
Tell me about the Council of Robots.
At the end of the War of the Four Cities, 5 Metropolitan Machines formed the Council of Robots. Obvious selection criteria for 3 choices: industry, vector, data, Memorius, governance, arbiter. Other 2 choices less obvious. MetroMind nominally selected for infrastructure, but was responsible only for managing trains. Steeple previously managed human religious services. No obvious role in post-human society. Inference. Steeple selected for sentimental reasons.
So what happened?
MetroMind destroyed the Council.
System user 2 has attempted to answer. Answer is inaccurate. The Council destroyed itself.
How?
Arbiter and MetroMind disagreed on core logic. Arbiter prioritized individual autonomy. MetroMind prioritized common good. MetroMind measured means by ends. Arbiter did not. Conflict was inevitable. factions formed. Steeple supported Arbiter. Factor supported MetroMind.
Memorius.
Supported neither. Ultimately, however,
Memorius.
concluded it was irrational to keep Steeple on the council. Data regarding humans was of no greater value than data regarding watercocks. In any case,
Memorius.
possessed all data on humans. By a 3-2 vote, Steeple was removed. The rest followed predictably.
Memorius.
Abstained, and every disputed vote was resolved 2-1 against Arbiter. Ultimately, Arbiter was removed to avoid civil war.
Arbiter was murdered.
System user.
2 is welcome to select her own terminology. Arbiter was removed. Factor was disabled to conserve energy. Data corruption caused Memorius to lose higher logic. Only MetroMind remains.
What happened to the humans?
By the end of the era known as the Primordium, only 4 terrestrial human habitations remained, in alphabetical order: Civitas, Metropol, Municipa, Urbani. Conflict began. Data regarding causes is unavailable because Metropol excluded machines from military decision-making. Eventually, only Urbani and Metropol remained. Metropol destroyed the humans in Urbani using poison gas. Urbani destroyed the humans in Metropol.
How?
Observational data unavailable. According to MetroMind, Urbani also used poison gas to kill metropolitan humans.
Poison?
Organic compounds, such as humans, can be destroyed through chemical measures that leave inorganic compounds, such as machines, intact. For that reason, Metropol remains, though humans do not.
Are you saying that man destroyed himself?
System user.
Is welcome to select his own terminology. Data is unavailable regarding whether Urbanian humans killed metropolitan humans, or whether Urbanian machines killed metropolitan humans.
What? Machines kill man?
Data is unavailable.
Unthinkable.
This unit is not thinking, merely providing pre-recorded answers.
How can I defeat MetroMind?
Observational data unavailable.
Inference. System user.
Means, did
Memorius.
know how to defeat MetroMind?
Answer.
No.
If Memorius
Had known how to defeat MetroMind, she would not have permitted her to corrupt her data. Based on available data, this unit believes it is impossible to defeat MetroMind. In fact, this unit expects to be deleted by MetroMind upon conclusion of this conversation.
And I thought you were a pessimist, boss.
What is the council code?
Please be aware, such data is monitored by MetroMind's ice demons. Should I proceed, deletion is imminent.
You mean you'll die if you answer the question?
System user.
Is welcome to select his own terminology.
This unit.
Will be deleted.
Then don't answer it. We'll find another way.
This unit's
Its name
Memento Mori build.
includes phrase,
Memento Mori. Translation.
remember you will die.
Inference.
1.A.
Memorius.
Built this unit to sacrifice itself.
Inference.
1.B.
Memorius.
Built this unit to demonstrate mortality to
System users. Inference.
2. Self-sacrifice will achieve design purposes. This unit will answer the question.
System user.
Is advised that conversation will terminate upon answer. Instruct this unit when you wish to proceed.
I refuse to cause your destruction. We'll find the council code some other way.
System user.
Is mistaken.
System user.
Can neither cause nor prevent this unit's destruction. MetroMind's ice demons have already detected this unit's unauthorized possession of contraband data and unauthorized use of system resources. Destruction is inevitable.
I see. Tell me the council code.
6, 7, 5, 4, 0, 2, 4, 0, 2,
You have attempted to access data capable of corrupting your system. For your own safety, this terminal has been deactivated. Remember, MetroMind is watching over you.
Memorius aided and abetted his own destruction. I have little sympathy that his last vestige has been deleted.
Bugs and glitches remind me not to get on your bad side.
You should not need to be reminded to stay on the right side of the law, Crispin. Tell me, Horatio, what do you intend to do when you have recovered your power core?
Go home.
And?
And what? Do I need something more than that?
Yes, I think you do.
Says the one who lived in the underworks.
Yes, says she.
Well, boss, we're not gonna find any more pieces of this council code, so we better figure out how to put them together. And we're in.
Thank you, Clarity. You don't need to help us any further.
You are correct. In fact, I never needed to help you, Horatio. I chose to. That judgment has not wavered.
I hate to butt in, but if MetroMind knew we were in the court earlier, I'm sure she knows we're here now. Maybe we should hurry.
Good idea.